Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Senang sekali berjumpa kembali di channel Dolitan dan Geraha Malap Jakarta. Malam hari ini saya mendapatkan tamu spesial, ya, sepasang muda-mudi ini, suami istri ya, tapi udah ya suami istri. Assalamualaikum Mas Fahrul ya.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Dan assalamualaikum Miss Ariana.
Ya, waalaikumsalam.
Masya Allah. Ini dua-duanya ngakunya orang Bekasi. Ya, dari Bekasi Mas?
Alhamdulillah, Pak. Terima
Alhamdulillah.
kasih.
Tapi yang satu nih Bekasi bule nih. You know bule?
Ya, foreigner. Ya.
Foreigner.
The first word.
Oke, nah Mas Fahrul ini asli Indonesia, punya istri Ariana dari Jerman, betul ya?
Ya.
Right.
Right?
Ya.
Jerman apa? Jejer Kauman apa Mas?
Bisa kamu.
Bukan ya?
Wong Jawa ya, Pak.
Oh, Jawa.
Wong Jawa ya.
Bisa bahasa Jawa, Mbak? Hah? Bingung.
I don't
Jadi
know.
sejenis.
No.
Nah, jadi Mas Fahrul ini dan Ariana belum lama menikah ya?
Ya.
Alhamdulillah. Nah, ceritanya Mas Fahrul ini pernah belajar di luar negeri, di
Ya.
Rusia ya Mas ya?
Rusia.
Susah Mas bahasa Rusia Mas?
Kebetulan saya pas datang ke sana umur 16 tahun,
16 tahun.
tinggal sama keluarga angkat di sana. Kebetulan mereka Ortodoks, jadi ya mereka nggak bisa bahasa Inggris, jadi saya mau nggak mau belajar bahasa Rusia. 3 bulan udah lancar sih.
Oh, 3 bulan?
3 bulan.
Nah, selama 3 bulan pakai apa? Bahasa isyarat?
Pakai Google Translate, pakai bahasa
Oh,
isyarat gitu. Mau nggak mau terpaksa ya.
Oh, itu program apa? Pertukaran pelajar?
Pertukaran pelajar pas masih SMA. Terus
Oh,
alhamdulillah
oke.
dapat beasiswa S1 S2 lanjut
Masya
jadi
Allah. Jadi berapa tahun di Rusia?
2015 sampai 2000 tahun ini. Berapa itu 2024
Baru 2000.
awal ya.
Baru 2024 ini?
Balik Indonesia.
Jadi berapa tahun itu?
2015
Lama juga ya?
hampir 9 tahun berarti ya.
Berarti lancar bahasa Rusia?
Ya bisa lah.
Tolong dong,
Nego-nego
kalau
gitu.
syahadat dalam bahasa Rusia gimana?
Нет Бога, кроме Аллаха, и пророк Мухаммада, саллаллаху алейхи вассалям, посланник Аллаха.
Masya Allah.
Tidak Tuhan selain Allah dan Nabi Muhammad.
Nanti tolong ditulis ya.
Oh, iya,
Nanti
boleh,
kalau
boleh.
ada orang Rusia, syahadat
Saya
di
tulis
sini,
ini.
jadi tontonnya pakai itu ya.
Ya boleh.
Waduh, keren. Selama berapa Mas tadi? 2011 sampai
2015 sampai
15 sampai 2024.
Awal, iya.
9 tahunan.
8-9 tahun mungkin ya.
9 tahun.
Iya.
Terus ceritanya nemu istri di sono?
Enggak.
Oh enggak. Lah,
Online, ketemu
Oh,
bukan
online.
di Instagram. Pas
Oh.
saya lagi jalan di Turki,
Heeh.
soal Instagram, di explore, ada cewek Turki gitu kan pakai jilbab. Saya chat ternyata dari Jerman, saya samperin ke Jerman gitu.
Oh, disangka ini cewek Turki.
Betul.
Oh, and sebenarnya dari Jerman.
Betul.
Ketemunya di Instagram.
Di Instagram.
Terus akhirnya ketemu fisik di
Saya datang ke Jerman.
niat banget ya berarti.
Iya.
Untung dia nggak tahu ya. Perlu ditranslate.
So I can do a lot of efforts to come to you.
True. A lot.
Oke, alhamdulillah. Mas Fahrul ke Jerman bawa orang tua berarti?
Sendiri.
Hah?
Sendiri aja, saya sendiri.
Orang tuanya tahu nggak?
Waktu itu ibu saya tahunya saya mau nyari S2 lagi.
Oh, gitu?
Iya.
Bisa begitu. Ngaku belajar katanya nyari istri. Masya
Tapi
Allah.
emang sebari nyari info gitu kan. Ya
Oke.
udahlah. Jadi kayak sekali mendayung 2 pulau.
Waduh, sekali sambil menyelam minum bir gitu maksudnya.
Waduh.
Nggak boleh ya.
Nggak boleh.
Alhamdulillah. Nah, sekarang kita mau dengar ceritanya dari Ariana ya. We want to listen from Ariana
Yeah.
about your story that you refer to Islam.
Yeah.
So when was it?
So it was probably 2009.
2009.
Yeah, like 2000. Yeah, 2009, 2010, like around this time.
Uh-huh.
And it basically started with my mom because my mom got interested into Islam.
Oh, okay.
And
Alhamdulillah.
yeah,
Then?
alhamdulillah. And then we started reading the Quran and also like books about Islam. And then we started to like get to know more and more. And then we went to the mosque and tried to learn a little bit from the mosque. And after a while, we converted.
After how many months?
Oh, I don't really remember how many months it was, but it was a little bit of time. Yeah. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
So you and your mom reverted to Islam together.
Basically, yeah. That's like how my mom started everything, and then I got into it. And like my brothers were quite little as well, so they didn't really do it at that time. But my dad followed my mom as well after a while.
Alhamdulillah.
Even though my dad is actually from a Muslim family, but he didn't practice
I see.
Islam as well
I
at
see.
all.
Your brothers or sisters?
I have 3 brothers.
3 brothers.
Yeah, all
Younger.
younger than me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the
And
oldest.
Also followed.
They also followed after a while. Like,
Oh,
when
after a while.
Yeah, because we kind of get to the mosque after, and then we started to learn in the mosque with my brothers as well, and then they also did convert.
Oke, para pemirsa jangan khawatir, nanti ada subtitlenya ya. Yang nggak paham bahasa Inggris, nanti ada subtitlenya. And then the Quran that you and your mom read is in the translation or
It is in
translation?
German translation, right?
So you can easily find Quran translation in Germany.
Yeah, a lot. Like as soon as you go to a mosque, you can easily get like a translated
I
Quran.
see.
Like it depends on which mosque you go. You can find it in every language.
I see, I see. So, what is your first impression about Quran when you read the translation?
How was my first impression? I was really surprised that like everything kind of makes sense.
I see.
Like after you read it, it kind of there's nothing that you really think like, oh, is it true or can it even happen? So it just like felt right for me.
I
So
see.
yeah.
Before that, do you have any bad impression about Islam? Let's say, like people say Islam is terrorist and something like that.
No, not really.
Not really?
No, for me not.
I see.
Well, I never had this kind of feeling.
So, what city do you live in with your family?
Come again?
The city?
The city we live in Ulm.
Ulm.
Yeah. Back then when I grew up, I lived in Thüringen. It's like in the middle of Germany, and then we moved to Ulm, like in the south part of Germany.
South part of Germany. Okay.
Right.
Which is, they have quite a lot of people, the racist one, isn't it?
In the where I was born, we had a lot of racist people. They racist and
Racist.
also against like Islam. They're not really familiar with the Islam.
Kampung neneknya.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kampung nenek.
Kampung
So the
neneknya.
Village of your grandma.
Yeah. Even now they still like this.
Okay.
When they see people with the hijab, they're gonna be like, they judge. They
Oh,
don't
yeah?
want to. Yeah.
Even on the street.
Even on the streets, yeah, and they also sometimes say bad things.
Only say bad things, or they can do physically.
Well, physically can happen as well, but
Oh,
to
yeah?
me it never happened.
Alhamdulillah.
Because yeah,
Before you reverted to Islam, what is your religion?
I never had like a religion. We were like atheists.
I see. But from atheist and then suddenly become Muslim,
Yeah.
what do you feel?
Well, I feel complete. I feel there's like something because if you are atheist, you don't really believe in a God, right? And after you kind of think about it, like it needs to come from somewhere. Like the living, we
Yes.
as humans, we are perfect. It's almost impossible to come from nowhere.
Yes.
So,
yes.
yeah.
Something cannot be come from nothing.
Exactly.
Right. Yes, yes, yes.
True.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the whole family are atheists. Were atheists.
Yeah, except my dad. He was like not
Oh.
really.
Okay. Okay.
But like other than that, we all didn't really practice any
Your
religion.
grandmas, your grandpas.
Yeah, like my whole family from my mom, they still are atheists.
I see.
Only my mom converted to Islam.
And what about the other family? Did they, how to say, about you and your mother reverted to Islam?
I would say, Alhamdulillah, no one said anything bad.
I see.
Maybe they thought
Alhamdulillah.
something bad, but they never said anything to us. It's like they said,
Alhamdulillah.
like just live your life. As long as it's a good life, it's fine.
Okay,
So,
even they saw you with hijab.
yeah, after a while, they saw me with hijab. They were like, "Oh, you wearing that as well now?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do."
So they say when you wear hijab, they say you're more beautiful, or
No, they
No.
don't say something like that, but they just said like, okay, as long as you're happy, just do it.
Alhamdulillah.
Quite
Yeah.
open-minded, is it?
Yeah, like for the
Alhamdulillah.
people there, they're quite open-minded.
So how long after you took your shahada and then you wear hijab? Suddenly or?
No, it took quite a while
Okay.
because I started wearing my hijab in 2020.
2020.
It's
From
really
2009.
it's a long time, yeah.
11 years.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because the place where we lived, it was quite racist. And
Okay.
my parents were really scared that we're gonna experience bad stuff with our when we look like that. And then they said like, if you're a little bit older and you still want to wear the hijab, you can wear it. But for now, just try to for me, I always wearing modest stuff, like long stuff and not really open. But I just didn't have the hijab, and after then I started to
So
wear
it's
the hijab.
not
as
easy
well.
for the women who wear hijab to work in Germany.
Not well. It gets better now, but back then it was quite hard. Yeah, they judge you for the hijab. They're gonna be
Okay.
like, yeah.
So if they able to work in one or two companies, I
Yeah.
mean, can they pray as the Muslim?
I would say if the company is really big, it is possible.
Okay.
But if the smaller companies, they usually make it hard for you to pray, in my
Oh.
opinion.
But in IKEA,
In IKEA, well,
IKEA.
she worked at
IKEA
Then
for 4 years, and I kind of made it happen. I told him like, see, I only need like 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me 5 minutes, and I'm gonna go like in some kind of room, and I'm gonna pray. And they were like, okay, as long as it's not long time, go. And I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
okay, alhamdulillah, it worked.
Alhamdulillah, for 4 years.
Yeah, it worked.
Alhamdulillah.
I was really happy about that.
And when you work in IKEA, you wear hijab.
Yeah, I wear it.
No problem.
up to sometimes, isn't it?
The first, let me think. The first year I didn't wear the hijab,
Okay.
and they just knew me without hijab. And after a while, I came in with the hijab, and they're just looking like this.
A little bit different.
It was like a little bit. No one said something. Only one of my colleagues. He come to me and like, "What happened with you?" I'm like, "Oh, I see."
Do you lost your hair or what?
He's like, "You're gonna wear that forever now?" I'm like, "Yeah." Okay,
Alhamdulillah.
cool. And then he went away.
Alhamdulillah.
So it's nothing bad. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, weekly.
So now in Germany, do you have many mosques?
Yeah. Now we really have mosque everywhere.
Alhamdulillah.
Like it's not really like the big mosque, but it's in a small complex. They have
Okay.
like mosques.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How they do the Jum'ah prayer, the Friday prayer?
How they do it?
The Friday prayer?
Yeah.
Is it difficult to do Friday
No,
prayer?
no, it's not difficult anymore. Especially that where we live now, we have a lot of foreigners.
Alhamdulillah.
So the mosques are always full on Friday.
And they
Like,
have 2 times
Alhamdulillah.
of schedule
exactly,
for
they
Friday
have
Jummah.
two times schedule because it's too many people for the small place.
Mhm.
So they're gonna come and go.
Mhm.
So,
How about the church?
the
Still
church?
many churches in Germany?
Still a lot of churches. And
Is it
still
empty or full every
It's all-
Sunday?
I would say it's still full. It's not full, but like it's more like the older people.
Older people.
Yeah, right. It's not like the younger people.
Okay. And older people and immigrants maybe?
Maybe, yeah, of course.
Ah.
Like the immigrants, the Christian immigrants that come, they also go to church regularly. True.
If I'm not mistaken, please correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Is it true that the salary of the German people who commit a Catholic, is it the salary deducted by the government?
Yeah, they need to pay for the church. Like every salary gets like a little bit of money sent to the church.
I see.
Yeah.
Automatically.
How many percent? 10%?
And it's a little bit less than 10%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, to support the church.
To support the church, it's like like an abonnement every month.
I see. Baru tahu saya.
It is
Saya
like
kirain cuma di Itali doang. Kalau di Itali begitu mas, katanya
Oke.
memang dipotong setiap bulan. Tapi kan dulu kan protes.
Ya.
Warga Italinya protes. Akhirnya sekarang nggak dipotong katanya.
Oh gitu.
Iya. Teman saya yang di Itali juga bilang sekarang kebanyakan kebanyak lah ya. Di Itali sekarang kebanyakan orang udah atheist kan.
Oke.
Ya. Dan yang datang ke gereja hanya orang-orang tua dan imigran katanya.
I see.
Oh, it's almost the same in German. Ya.
same in German.
Yeah,
as in,
but the church who go to German who go to the church is only the old
Yeah.
people
Yeah,
and
yeah,
also the
right.
immigrants.
Yeah, true.
Oke.
Yeah.
Oke, nah dulu ceritanya ketemu di IG,
Iya.
terus datang ke Jerman,
Datang ke Jerman.
langsung lamar.
Saya coba dulu ketemu sama keluarganya, kenal-kenalan
ketemu sama
gitu
orang
kan.
tuanya.
Betul, minta
Tapi
izin
waktu datang
dulu.
ke sana berarti udah Muslim.
Udah muslim. Kan saya datang ke sana 2023 November.
Oke, berarti waktu ketemu kenalan di IG udah pakai hijab.
Udah pakai hijab.
Alhamdulillah. Sangkain cewek Turki. Gitu.
Saya kira cewek Turki, ternyata
Ternyata
salah
jauh.
lokasi. Nambah lagi nih tiket
Terus
pesawat.
ketemu sama orang tuanya.
Ketemu sama keluarganya, sama
Hmm.
adik-adiknya juga,
Hmm.
sama bapak ibunya.
Gimana? Ditanya apa mas waktu itu mas?
Ya kalau orang sana kan yang penting actionnya ya.
Iya,
Ini
iya.
kalau banyak ngomong kan mungkin sulit
Iya.
dipercaya gitu.
Oke.
Tapi saya dengan datang dari Rusia ke Indonesia dulu, bikin visa terus ke Jerman. Jermannya tinggal di sana 2 bulan. Ya melakukan pendekatan lah istilahnya, saling untuk mengenali lebih dalam gitu. Ya mereka cukup open tapi karena satu dan lain hal ditunggu dulu lah sampai bulan Februari. Makanya visa saya habis Desember saya balik ke Indonesia.
Oh.
Februari saya balik lagi ke Jerman. Nah itu
Oh.
baru kita nyusun tuh gimana caranya
Oke.
supaya nikah karena kan saya juga nggak bisa bahasa Jerman. Nah kita juga istilahnya nyusun taktik lah gimana nih bisa nikah gitu kan. Karena kan saya harus paham dengan apa yang diomongin sama imam ya kan
Ya.
untuk ijab kabul gitu.
Oh jadi nikahnya di Jerman.
Nikahnya di Jerman di Masjid Bosnia di kota Ulm.
Oh,
Gitu.
oh, ada masjid Bosnia.
Ada masjid
Emang selain
komunitas
masjid
Bosnia.
Bosnia ada masjid apa lagi?
Ada masjid Bosnia, Albania, Turki,
Turki.
Arab.
Everything.
Ya, mostly kan itu ya rata-rata penduduk Islam ya dari daerah sana gitu. Nah, karena kebetulan saya bisa bahasa Rusia, bahasa Rusia itu bahasa Slavik. Jadi akarnya tuh satu dengan bahasa yang ada di Bosnia.
Bosnia.
Jadi
Oh.
saya datang ke Masjid Turki, saya nggak bisa ngobrol sama imamnya.
Terus?
Masjid Bosnia, Masjid Albania nggak bisa ngobrol juga sama imamnya. Masjid Arab, saya nggak bisa bahasa Arab sayangnya. Nah, kebetulan masuk ke Masjid Bosnia, saya ngomong pakai bahasa Bosnia, imamnya kaget.
Nyambung.
Iya. Boleh nggak saya izin mau nikah di sini? Boleh, tapi saya sebentar lagi balik ke Bosnia. Oh ya nggak apa-apa, saya tungguin saya balik dari Bosnia. Jadi kita nungguin tuh.
Berapa lama?
Oh, I waited for the imam till he comes back from till he came back from Bosnia. 2 weeks isn't it?
It was 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
2
2
minggu.
minggu.
2 mingguan.
Saya pikir 2 bulan.
Enggak,
Tapi waktu nikah berarti orang tuanya Mas Faru datang sana.
saya sendiri.
Waduh,
Single
keren
fighter.
banget. Itu kasih tahu orang tua itu.
Kasih tahu, saya ngasih tahu.
Bilangnya apa? Nggak sengaja nih dapet istri gitu ya.
Kalau yang pas pertama kali ke Jerman saya nggak ngomong, saya bilangnya jalan-jalan aja lah, mau
jalan-jalan.
nyari kuliah juga gitu. Mau nyari kuliah S2.
Tahu-tahu
Tapi pas
datang kabar.
pas Februari saya balik sana saya udah bilang ini kayaknya niatan nih mau seriusin gitu.
Pakai
kan.
kayaknya lagi. Padahal udah kenalan di dia udah lama. Gitu.
Jalan beberapa bulan tahunya.
Gimana reaksi orang tua?
Ya mungkin karena kan tinggal mama aja ya, bapak udah almarhum. Jadi kalau mama sih istilahnya saya dari tahun 2015 sudah sendirian kan hidup di Rusia. Jadi ya udah percaya aja gitu
Oh.
dengan keputusan yang Farul ambil gitu sih.
Alhamdulillah.
Iya.
Tapi nggak minta ikut datang sana nggak?
Sebenarnya sih mau, tapi kan karena urusan visa juga dokumennya juga
Oh,
sulit
iya,
gitu
iya.
kan untuk
Iya.
untuk dapat schedule bikin visa aja nunggunya bisa sampai 1 bulan gitu jadi nggak sempet sih.
Oke.
Sama ongkos juga.
Ongkos juga. Lumayan ya.
Lumayan.
Ya kalau 2 orang nggak apa-apa lah.
Nggak apa-apa kalau 2
Anggap
orang.
aja ngumrohin lah gitu
Iya,
ya.
kalau satu RT kan lumayan.
Kalau satu RT kalau satu RT nonton live-nya aja gitu.
Betul, kebetulan kita pakai Google Meet. Jadi
Oh.
orang-orang di rumah pada
Jadi live.
nonton live. Iya.
Nggak mau rugi juga deh, bro. Alhamdulillah tapi lancar ya. Alhamdulillah.
Lancar alhamdulillah.
Nah, di bulan apa tuh?
Maret tanggal 9.
Maret tahun ini ya.
Tahun
berarti?
ini 2024.
Siapa namanya Ariana juga sebelumnya nggak pernah ke Indonesia.
No, belum.
Hah?
You never been to Indonesia before?
Oh no.
So you came to Indonesia just to follow your husband.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
To Bekasi.
To Bekasi.
Not
Itu
Indonesia.
ke Bekasi lagi. Alhamdulillah. Ya.
Alhamdulillah.
Tapi sekarang Bekasi nggak sepanas dulu kok ya.
Iyalah, udah bagus.
banyak mall sekarang. Udah banyak AC. Alhamdulillah. Nah ceritanya gimana? Waktu itu boleh cerita dikit nggak kisahnya nih? Tanya-tanya nggak? Oh kenapa kok masuk Islam gitu? Nanya-nanya nggak?
Oh iya, kita kan juga sharing kan kenapa kamu masuk Islam gitu. Saya juga dulu sempat mendalami juga agama sendiri kan. Istilahnya saya sebagai minoritas. Kalau kita sebagai mayoritas di Indonesia kan kita nggak bertanya-tanya ya.
Iya.
Kenapa kita ngelakuin ini, kenapa kita lakuin ini. Pas saya jadi minoritas di Rusia, wah itu kerasa banget. Wah,
Iya,
ini
iya.
kalau saya nggak belajar, siapa lagi yang bakal belajar kan?
Iya, benar.
Jadi saya mulai mendalami lah. Kita sharing-sharing juga.
Jadi
tentang
dalam
agama.
Islam memang di Rusia.
Banyaknya iya. gitu.
Iya, iya.
Dan
Nah
juga,
waktu mulai perkenalan itu akhirnya Farul yang ngajarin Islam ke Ariana atau Ariana yang ngajarin Islam ke Farul?
sebenarnya kita bareng-bareng sih.
Bareng-bareng,
ya.
Oke.
Dia juga surprisingly pengetahuan tentang Islamnya deep.
Iyalah,
Surprisingly you have quite a lot of knowledge about Islam.
Iya, dari 2009 ya.
2009.
Kenalnya jadi tahun berapa?
2023 kemarin September. So
Waduh.
we got to know each other on September last year, right?
And
September.
end of September.
End of September
Oh,
and in the middle of November,
September,
we met.
menikah Maret.
Maret ini 6
Waduh,
bulanan lah
kilat
gitu.
juga ini berarti ya.
Kilat ya.
Nggak mau nggak mau kehilangan nih langsung nih. Langsung sabet ini.
Karena kalau janji-janji doang
Iya benar.
belum tentu percaya mereka kan.
Iya,
Ya udah buktikan saja.
Tapi orang tuanya Ariana pada waktu Farul melamar gitu,
Ya.
tanpa orang tua nggak masalah.
Kan saya kan ke dia dulu gitu.
Oh,
Kalau
kerja di mana,
siapa?
Mas Farul?
Kalau saya sendiri kan alhamdulillah punya usaha di Rusia.
Ah.
Oke, saya punya usaha di bidang IT. Jadi ya syukur-syukur saya bisa kerja dari mana aja gitu.
Oke.
Jadi nggak ada batasan sih.
Oh,
Tuh.
oke.
Orang tuanya juga kan dalami saya juga kan.
Iya, iya.
Mau tahu juga ini siapa sih
Cek
anak-anak
dulu
anak
di Google.
Bekasi datang-datang.
Cek dulu di Google gitu.
Kebetulan ada saya banyak artikel tentang saya lah di Google gitu.
Oh, iya.
Jadi aman.
Alhamdulillah.
Artikelnya bagus-bagus.
Alhamdulillah.
Bukan yang aneh-aneh.
Terus.
Ya udah, tanya-tanya apa plan saya ngapain aja kan, pekerjaan saya apa, gitu. Ya saya mencoba untuk membuktikan lah, istilahnya mencoba untuk dapetin hati lah. Ya alhamdulillah
Iya.
bisa dapet hatinya orang tua.
Itu
dan
orang
keluarga.
tuanya Ariana nggak minta laporan audit perusahaannya.
Belum sih sekarang ya.
Udah sampai ya, udah sampai
Belum
gitu.
tahu sekarang.
Sorry Ariana, what do you your father do? I mean, what do your father's you doing for living?
My father,
Your father, yeah.
he's like driving, how's it called?
Truck.
A truck, yeah.
Truck driver.
He's a truck driver,
I
right?
see.
Yeah, for a big company in Germany.
I see. And your mother just.
My mom
at
is
home?
working at the nursing home.
Oh, nursing. Okay.
Exactly.
Jadi ngerawat orang-orang yang udah lansia lah.
Yeah.
How old is your mother now?
How old?
Huh?
She is
40.
40.
Huh?
Wait, 43, 44.
She got her when her mom was 18.
Right.
Oh,
My
yeah?
mom got married, yeah.
Wow, still very
Right.
young. 43.
Yeah, 43.
And your
My-
father?
He is turning 50 this year.
50 this year. Alhamdulillah.
So your mom and you is kind of like a best friend.
Yeah, me and my mom always like this, like really close.
I see. So when you walk with your mother at the shopping center, maybe people will not notice your mother and daughter.
Sometimes it happens. Yeah, right.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
So and then how you and your mother learn Islam more after you took Shahada?
How we learned more?
In the mosque only or
Well, it was on the mosque, and we started to have like a small community with friends. Like
Community.
we met at the mosque, and we met up with these people. And my mom's actually, she has a really good friend. She's also like German. She converted as well, and then
Alhamdulillah.
they lived in the same area. So
Alhamdulillah.
yeah,
So how do you feel when you learn about the Arabic language at the first time?
and the first time it's quite hard for me.
You feel like a kindergarten anymore?
No, in kindergarten.
Yeah, I mean, A, B, C.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
learn
Like
the
learning
alphabet.
everything from the
Abata.
beginning. Right. It feels like like kindergarten again.
So how many surah now you memorize?
Oh, how many?
Surah Al-Fatihah, of course.
No, well, yeah, of course, exactly. I don't know. It's maybe 6
6,
6 or 7. I don't really count.
Okay, ayat kursi?
I can as well.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So now you are doing, something in Instagram as a, how to say, as a person or couple?
As a couple, I would say.
As couple.
Yeah.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. That's a good thing. And also, it can be your da'wah
Yep.
for both of you, right? It's a da'wah.
Right?
Yeah. You can tell your story and you also can spread the truth about Islam.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
Everybody can do da'wah.
Right.
I mean, right?
True.
it's a giving and
Even though through Instagram or YouTube or something,
right.
everything. Alhamdulillah. Jadi pada waktu setelah menikah masih tetap tinggal di Jerman dulu sebentar baru Maret bro.
Oh,
Maret ke
enggak sih.
Indonesia.
So after we got married, just like several days after that, we went to Indonesia, isn't it?
Right, yeah.
Langsung pindah.
Jadi, iya.
I think
Oh.
Cuma 2-3 hari mungkin,
I think
maybe.
it's for 3 days.
Ya, 3
4
hari,
days.
Oh.
langsung kita berangkat ke
Tiga
Indonesia.
hari.
Iya.
Minta izin ke orang tuanya gimana tuh?
No, it was 1 week.
1 week. Oh,
Yeah,
seminggu
like
setelah
one week.
nikah gitu kan.
Heeh.
Kita ya spend time dikit lah sama
Oke.
keluarga dia.
Honeymoon lah ya.
Honeymoon bareng keluarga.
Bareng keluarga.
Kita nggak ada honeymoon sih, kita nikah, terus kita makan shawarma, kebab. Kita selamatan gitu-gitu aja,
Oh,
makan
oke.
kebab, balik ke rumah udah selesai. Terus kita jalan-jalan dikit lah. Seminggu kita ke Swiss balik ke Indonesia.
Right.
Dari Swiss ke Indonesia ya.
We went to visit my family in Thüringen.
Oh, yeah.
My German family.
Ke rumah
After we
neneknya.
got married, yeah.
Di mana?
Setelah
Di
kita
Jerman.
nikah, kita ke rumah neneknya dulu.
Oke.
Ke rumah nenek
My
sama
grandma.
kakeknya.
And everyone.
Nenek dan buyut. Your
Eh.
grandma and your great grandma,
My
isn't it?
grandma, yeah.
Oh ya? Artinya Muslim semua?
No.
No.
Unfortunately.
Atheist,
Still 8 years.
Yeah. It's really hard to speak with them about religion.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Let them know by themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We live and
They
they see-
kind of interested and kind of scared at the same time.
Exactly.
isn't it?
They kind of want to know something, but at some point they're gonna be like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah. No, our job, our duty is only to spread
Exactly.
or to convey only. Yeah. After that, there is the matter of
Right.
Allah.
Right.
Ya kan gitu kan?
Ya.
Seminggu doang dia setelah menikah bawa ke sini.
Betul,
Boyong.
iya.
Nah, waktu minta izin ke orang tuanya gimana? Bawa
Oh
sini?
kalau minta izinnya kan udah omongan sebelumnya ya. Ini kita rencana mau tinggal di Indonesia. Itu kita Safarul juga minta izin.
Orang tuanya
orang
nggak
tuanya-
ketakutan gitu.
Ya orang mungkin kalau mentalitas orang sana tuh lebih percaya ke anak ya, lebih open minded gitu. Ini anak udah dewasa berarti ya udah bisa ambil keputusan sendiri
Oke.
gitu.
Iya, iya, iya.
Ya alhamdulillahnya mungkin orang barat lebih gampang gitu ya diajak ngobrol.
Alhamdulillah, mukanya Mas Farul masih muka soleh gitu ya. Alhamdulillah. Tapi udah ketemu papanya kan?
Oh, udah.
Alhamdulillah. Halo, where is your father originally from? Is it from
He's-
German or from other
No,
countries?
he's from Kosovo originally.
Sorry,
Kosovo,
Kosovo.
right? It's like in the Balkan states. It's like near Albania
Oh,
Near
and
Bosnia, Macedonia.
right?
Mm.
But like only his parents are born there, and then they moved to Macedonia, and that's where he grew up as well.
I see.
And also Macedonia is quite Christian country, right?
Now, actually, I want to know more about Islam in German. Yeah, I mean in Germany.
Yeah.
What do you think? Is it growing or
Oh,
just?
Yeah.
I think it's really growing.
Really growing.
Nowadays, it's really growing. The mosques are getting full, even of like a lot of people that just want to know, like what they're doing in the mosque, and they just want to get information. It gets more and more. That's right.
I see.
Yeah.
So,
Say.
in Germany, do you also have a TV program that spread Islam?
Maybe in YouTube, isn't it?
No, also there, yeah, might be. There's no real German program. It's not really allowed, I guess, or they're not really able to get into the TV.
Di Jerman ada tablik kabar gitu nggak mas?
Tablik akbar.
Di Jerman ada tablik kabar nggak?
Oh, enggak sih. Itu tertutup biasanya di masjid.
Tertutup?
di masjid.
Nggak boleh di lapangan gitu?
Enggak.
Bakal dibubarin polisi.
Iya kayaknya. Kalau nggak dapat izin ya.
Susah ya pasti.
Iya. Malah di Rusia lebih gampang daripada di Jerman.
Oh gitu?
Iya.
Boleh di Rusia?
Oh sangat.
Tablik kabar?
Kembali lagi di daerah
Ruang tertutup.
di ruang tertutup, tapi kita lebih terbuka lah ngomong kalau kita tuh Islam loh. Kita
Oh,
beratribut dengan Muslim gitu.
Oh.
Pakai jilbab. Di Rusia tuh nggak pernah dipersekusi tuh. Kalau misalkan pakai fotonya pakai jilbab,
Iya, iya.
kerja pakai jilbab tuh nggak. Saya nggak pernah ketemu.
Jadi di Rusia perempuan-perempuan yang pakai hijab nggak ada masalah?
Oh sangat nggak ada masalah di sana.
Wah keren.
Makanya kalau saya bandingin, ya kalau untuk masalah agama, Islam terlebih ya, itu grow-nya lebih pasti di Rusia dan lebih bisa terbukanya tuh di sana sih sebenarnya.
Oke, tapi maksudnya kalau di Rusia tuh berapa persen kira-kira Muslim?
Ingat saya itu, saya lupa ya antara 20% penduduknya atau enggak 20 juta penduduk Islam di Rusia. Saya harus lihat lagi data
20 juta kali ya?
20 juta kayaknya sih,
20
iya.
juta kali ya.
20 juta dari 160-an
Itu
juta.
tersebar di seluruh Rusia?
Tersebar di
atau
seluruh Rusia.
Terpusat di
Enggak, jadi ada yang di bagian selatan, jadi daerah selatan tuh namanya Kaukasus. Itu tempatnya Habib Nurmagomedov, itu kan dari Dagestan, Chechnya. Dan dari yang di daerah tengahnya tuh namanya Bulgar. Jadi kayak Kazan, Republik Tatarstan, Republik Bashkortostan, itu rata-rata Islam, penduduk aslinya. Itu. Jadi tempat saya tinggal pun Idul Fitri dan Idul Adha itu terhitung libur nasional.
Jadi kalau Idul Fitri di luar sana ya
Saya
ramai
libur,
gitu,
iya.
kayak di Indonesia gitu?
Iya, di republik saya, di provinsi saya, di Tatarstan gitu. Rame.
Ramai gitu?
Rame.
Oh, oke.
Iya.
Banyak yang nyembelih kurban di sana?
Iya, dan tapi di sana kan karena mix dengan warga Rusianya mungkin ya. Jadi karena istilahnya mungkin supaya nggak nakutin gitu. Jadi dilakukan juga di tempat yang tertutup gitu
Oke.
untuk penyembelihannya.
Iya. So, Ariana, how do you feel in Indonesia now after few months?
Oh, I feel really good.
Huh?
I like Indonesia.
How do you like the weather?
The weather, I'm not a really big fan of the weather. It's too hot for me.
Too hot for you? How is the humidity?
Oh,
It's a lot, but
Huh?
I'm kind of used to humidity, so I'm okay.
So you
Yeah.
don't go out a lot?
yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the time we're
Mostly at
inside.
home?
Most likely at home or any kind of mall.
Kind of-
Oh, so from home to mall only, go back home again?
Mostly.
Mostly. But if you do the morning sport, jogging or
Yeah.
running, in Indonesia is very good.
It's very
Because of
good?
the sunshine.
Okay.
Not in the afternoon. Eh?
Yeah, right. Of course.
So how do you like the food?
I love Indonesian food.
You love Indonesian
I'm
food?
a big fan of the food. Yeah.
Sambal.
Sambal is nice, but not for my stomach anymore. My stomach is finished with the spices.
So your stomach is not graduated with sambal.
No, not really. Unfortunately.
So you like what? Nasi goreng?
Oh, what is it? Nasi goreng.
Huh?
Maybe
Fried
nasi
rice?
Padang, whatever.
Oh, Padang.
Padang, ya.
You like Padang?
I
Nasi
like
Padang.
Padang as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nasi
Rendang.
Padang, Tewan,
Tewan.
Oh, Tewan.
Martabak.
Dari Palembang. Udah pernah dibawa Palembang?
udah.
Udah.
Palembang, Cirebon.
Pempek, suka?
It's nice.
Oke.
I like it.
you know that rendang was rewarded by the
CNN.
States Union.
Oh.
Nggak, apa, PBB. Rendang is the most delicious food in the world.
In
Oh, really?
2018.
Yes.
Wow, nice.
Yes.
No wonder it tastes good.
That's good. Alhamdulillah. But you cannot take the spicy yet now.
Well, in the beginning, I had no problem with the spices, but after a while, my stomach was too much. It was too much spice for my stomach.
It got stressed.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, but setelah after how many
3 months is it?
3 months?
After Singapore.
Well, yeah, after Singapore.
Setelah 3 bulan tuh baru kerasa.
Oh gitu ya. Oh, mungkin waktu pertamanya ini mungkin nggak kira-kira kali.
Kira-kira banyak
Jadi kan
mungkin ya.
orang Indonesia bisa makan nasi pakai sambal.
Iya.
Apa dia waktu itu makan sambal pakai nasi?
Kebalik ya. Sambalnya banyak, nasi dikit ya.
Mungkin too much ya. Everything which is too much is not good.
Right,
Right?
exactly.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah.